All right, we're live on twitch.gov. Hello, we've got a guest today. Ooh, no worries. Go
Hey
on.
y'all.
It's B. B is here and our guest this week.
I
Welcome.
am B of B Bread. Nice to meet you all. Very excited to play.
Yeah, and we're gonna get introduced to B's character at some point in all of this. So we will keep that a secret for now.
Until then, I shall remain muted so you can't hear my sarcastic comments.
Oh
But
no,
in a sexy, loving way.
I want to hear the
You'll be
sarcastic
making them
comments.
nonetheless, right?
Hmm?
You'll be making the comments nonetheless, right? Even
Oh,
though we can't hear them.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
No, it's just
good.
part of the
As it should
constant
be.
monologue.
Mm.
Good.
It's okay.
Good.
You feel them. I'll send them to you psychically. I just don't want to clutter the actual.
Makes sense. I
Yeah,
do have a lot to
don't
keep track of, though.
Psychically, I know.
All right. All right. So last time we left off at the Temple of Jur. Why can't I zoom in on this map? Yes, we left at the Temple of Jur in Yama, in the northwestern portion of Vaisha.
Oh boy.
Where you all had just encountered a figure from Ellie's past. A humanoid creature with half-burned features and blind eyes, who I believe Ellie identified as Nalim.
Not officially in game.
Oh, not officially? Well,
No.
I don't think
There was a who is that Ellie, and then not later. We're in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
there's a person who Ellie recognized and who recognized Ellie. Who you beat nearly to death, and who then vanished with a quick dimension door. And you are now left within the keep of the Temple of Jur after this battle.
The Keep of Somt is like a day's ride away.
Yeah, Temple of Jur. I'm looking at them both, and so my brain is saying words.
Yeah.
But you're at the Temple
That's
of Jur.
usually how words work.
I should hope so.
Okay.
Ellie, who was that?
That was Nalim. Who I told you about, a couple
that's
nights ago.
the one who
Yeah.
talked to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you all right?
give me a second. And he sort of sits down. He sits down and just sort of like, what would he do? He sits down and puts his knees up to his chest and kind of just like sits there for a second and just stares off into space.
Willow druid crafts a flower and hands it to him.
What kind of flower?
Pats his shoulder. Let's go with, like, what's something pink? Like a cherry blossom or like a gardenia or something?
Hibiscus?
Yeah.
Hibiscus. Sure, we'll do a hibiscus.
Oh.
I don't think that's a thing in the Singing Wood, but whatever.
It's okay.
Some sort of pink.
Yeah,
Maybe
pink
like
flower.
a carnation.
Carnation.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, Ellie just takes it. I'd say after like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, he finally just sort of you hear him just sort of breathe deeply, and he gets up. Okay. Well, that was a surprise. She didn't look like that. They didn't look like that when I saw them last. They
Like,
didn't
half
have, yeah,
human?
half their face didn't look like that. They looked like a person, sickly, but a person. So that was a surprise. Journey, do you know anything that could have done that? I mean, there's probably a lot of things that could have done that in hell.
Well, there's certainly plenty of fire, depending on the realm you go to.
Yeah,
so,
I had a feeling.
But was that the only change, the half-burned face, or
Their hair looked longer. Last time it was closer to their neck, and like the tip of their shoulders, but now
but
it's
the gray skin, blind eyes?
blind. I don't think they were. I don't remember my
That's
notes.
what
Were
you.
they-
Yeah, you said that they were
Yeah.
blind.
Ah, okay, yeah. Blind. I couldn't remember. Thank you. Blind eyes. Yeah, all the same. Gray skin, blind eyes. And yeah, that was the scarring was new. I guess they had changed. The hair was just time, but
How long ago was your last encounter with them?
year and a half.
Did they last you saw them? I know that you fought. And I'm sorry if this is an uncomfortable sort of thing to recall. Did they try to kill you last time, or were you? I'm just trying to understand
No,
because they
it's-
seemed to be running away.
Yeah. I think. I think that they were trying. I I don't know. Some of it at the time it seemed like they were just luring me out there to just mess with me. They basically just toyed with me the whole time. I got literally tossed around.
What is your history with them? Why they were? I'm trying to remember. You had said they were a member of your mother's party.
Yeah. I didn't know much about them. My mother didn't speak a lot about them. They had gotten into a big disagreement. From what I remember, she told me Nalim tried to raise one of her party members who had fallen. Like,
From beyond the grave.
yes, with necromancy, but the type that supposedly brings a person back completely. But from what I understand, my mom knew enough that she knew that it wouldn't bring this person back completely. And she tried to stop her and succeeded. Stop them and succeeded. The Nalim. And so she sabotaged the ritual. And because of that, there was a large I don't know if they actually fought. She'd never really told me, but I know that they didn't see each other again until recently. Well, until a year and a half ago. I don't actually know if they saw each other.
Were they always so unhinged? They didn't seem stable.
I think so. When I first met them, they disguised themselves. I didn't know what they looked like, and they didn't use their name as just a traveler. And they offered trade. They offered to teach me different types of weaponry in trade for goods, and that's usually how I sort of picked up things along at the apothecary, but they seemed all right. Once they started to fight, they definitely were more unhinged. They were able to transform their body. What we saw was humanoid in form, but they have another version of themselves, I think. And it's this giant wolf creature thing that the face is like covered in bone. That's what they turned into the night that I left, or the night that they tried to kill me. That's why I almost died.
Okay, Claude, remind me, because I
Yes.
don't want Willow to ask this because that's really insensitive. Did you
Yes.
say that before that Nalium was the one who killed your mom or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Nalim's associates burned down the
Yeah.
apothecary.
The apothecary.
Sorry, I'm looking at the backstory.
No, you're good. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you told us what happened with your dad?
I told you guys that he went on a research mission to the Isles.
Okay.
Yeah. Where big bad eaten
Right.
god lies.
Yeah. And that's how I connected to Dora.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, no problem. I should have Ellie's backstory up just for my own reference. So I think that's what we saw when they vanished. They started to flicker, I think. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Did we?
I think I said that.
I'm pretty sure you
I think I said that you
It was
saw
very
the
vivid.
form flicker.
It was very vivid in my mind.
Yeah. Flickering into what was it? Dire wolf.
Yeah. It was essentially like a dire wolf, but ginormous.
Ellie, this might not be the time, but you said one of your party members, when one of your mother's party members died.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to know who that was?
It was Nemo.
God damn it.
Nemo.
Shish.
This is serious.
Intense.
Damn it.
Weighty scene. Werewolves of Chthon.
Oh, werewolves in Chthon. I
Werewolves
hate you
Chthon.
so much.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's why I didn't say it.
I know, but I'm on Chthon
It
talk.
broke us just the same.
Oh,
damn it.
good.
Okay. Nemo, for reference, I had the idea of who it was, but I never told you.
Okay.
I hope you didn't come up with anything.
Nope.
Okay,
You
cool.
can let me know later.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta figure
Or I
out.
just
Never mind.
okay. It was a man. Just to assuage your worries. It wasn't your mother.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was a man. Lucas, I think. I don't remember the details of him, but he was one of their friends. I believe he and Alim were close.
I'd imagine so. If they tried to use necromancy.
Yeah. That's all I remember from that one.
To my certain understanding, there is magic that can bring people completely back from the dead. Wholly and complete.
Mm.
Now, there are a number of ways and reasons why that wouldn't work. One of them would be magic improperly done. Another, if the soul is unwilling. A third, if the soul is unable.
Huh.
If the soul is obliged to be elsewhere.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if the ritual that they were doing was correct or if it would have worked. Mm, But I think from what I could tell that the magic that they were trying to use would not have brought them back wholly, and my mother understood that, but Nalim didn't. And that's why it caused such disruption between them.
What is perhaps of more immediate concern is what they were doing here.
That's something I was wondering about. How I mean, you said it yourself. You have to have the proper paperwork to get in and out of hell. So how the hell did they get into hell and out of it?
Well,
Uh,
paperwork can be provided, and the paperwork for getting in is less. Hellmouths are connections between this world and the next. They're not so very. They're not like borders as much as they are way stations.
Huh.
Certain people would be denied entrance, yes, but they are designed so that mortals can, if they choose, walk into hell to summon up a contract. Only
Oh.
those with extreme magical knowledge of the right rituals and the right names, can summon a demon from their plane to ours. With a Hellmouth, one may bypass that boundary. Those with magic and knowledge prefer to do it to summon them, as it is more convenient for the magic users themselves. But if that was the only way to make a contract with a demon, the demons would have very few contracts.
I think I get it. That okay.
I exaggerate for
Yeah, no, it makes
for purposes of making my point. But
no, it makes sense.
when I entered the Hellmouth underneath my city, I went in. Basically, I filled out some forms that I was given. I was given a ticket to hold on to, and I made my way to the palace of the king.
Okay.
I traveled through a few borders within hell at the time, but that's mostly irrelevant. So there are two options. One, Nalim was there on legitimate business,
I wouldn't
which
be surprised.
is an option. The demons of hell are not extraordinarily picky about who they make contracts with, though each demon has their own idiosyncrasies. The second reason being they were there on illegitimate business, that they had come afoul of something in hell, or were in hell searching for someone or something. The only way we gain any more information on that account is by asking the gatekeepers.
Oh, right. Okay.
But
So,
I think we should perhaps make sure we are all mentally prepared to leave this place before that happens.
Well, you said it's easier to get in than it is to get out. Will we have trouble getting out?
That's so long as we hold on to our tickets.
Do we have tickets?
We don't have them yet. No, we'll get in and receive tickets.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I see.
It's or something like a ticket. I'm using the
Yeah.
ticket term broadly.
Loosely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it could be anything from an actual slip of paper to like a temporary brand that disappears when we leave hell. You know,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
magic.
Magic. You know, magic. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Very
You
well.
have business to attend to.
And we can gain information this way.
Exactly.
I would mention, if they were... Nalim seemed that they were fleeing something almost. I would say we should proceed with caution in case there's something through the gate. A bigger monster, so to speak.
That is an excellent idea.
Hmm.
None of you were hurt, were you? Neither of you,
No.
I should say.
No.
No, but I am a little low on spells.
I have expended some of my abilities as well.
Would it help you guys to sit?
It would have to be for a while. I don't know if we want to wait that long.
I could regain.
Yeah. Basically, Willow, do you regain any spell slots when you short rest?
Short rest, no.
Oh, okay.
I would regain the feature on one specific ability if I took a short rest. Granted, that's my seal ability, which is pretty damn useful, but I only spent half of them. So
It's fine. We can just go. I still have 3 first level spell slots, and that's all I need to do healing. So
cool.
you guys just might have to do any attacking.
And I've still got 9 temp hit points up. They last until my next long rest.
Yeah, I have 4 of those,
Okay. Well then,
I think.
into the breach.
All
And
right.
Journey will
Yes, 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 yes.
step through the boundary. I'm imagining a kind of, wobbly,
I would like to hear this.
not transparent viewpoint, kind of like walking through water or gel. This is the boundary. The gate is dramatic, but beyond it is a transfer between planes. And maybe it's either that or it's like a series of those in a tunnel which kind of transitions you bit by bit into hell.
All right.
I've got 2 completely differing ideas. You get to choose which one it is, Nemo.
Hell yeah. Pun intended.
Too many hell puns
Thank
today.
you,
there are
thank
gonna
you,
be
thank
so
you.
many. I
But
promise
of
you that.
course.
Aw,
But of course.
damn.
There's gonna be so many, Auric. There's gonna be so many. Because I personally, Claude, say hell so much. That
Uh-huh.
means
Oh, this is
Ellie
gonna be
gets to say
fun.
hell a lot.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I'm excited.
So you approach the back of the Temple of Jur where the Hellmouth is.
To see it.
There's a door at the back, and through the door shines this red light. You open the door, and the light is still shining sort of from a luminescent, shimmering portal, essentially. That's a few feet into this sort of back room that's behind this door. As you step through, it does kind of feel like you're stepping through like aloe vera gel, but like it's
Yes.
all around you. And the barrier itself is thick enough that like your whole body winds up going through it. It's about like the length of how tall of an average person's height. That's how thick it is. And you step through on the other side, and you're in, it kind of looks like what a medieval office would look like. It's got the lines, it's got the lines, it's got the, whatever they're called, the line guards. It's got little stone and rope line guards. It's got torches and sconces on the walls. It's got people behind desks. And beyond it, you can see, because it's just, it's not really a closed room. Beyond it, you can see jolly tracks.
Oh.
Yes. I am so excited for that ride. Okay. I will look around for an open secretary, basically.
There's a line.
Cool. I will. No,
You can
I'll
still
wait in
look
line.
for an open secretary. You can still look. You can barge your way to the front of the line.
I think I'm going to refrain from doing that this one time.
All right. Yeah, you
once.
gradually, the three of you get to the front of the line.
Well, I'm here to sign my contract. It's probably best to do things by the book as much as possible.
That's true.
Hi, what's your infernal business?
Sorry.
Good day to you. I am Count Zoraeus. I am one, and soon to be a deeper one, of the Order of Desolation, here for the signing of my contract to High King Vinea, 6th of 9.
Okay. Contract signing. Okay. Count Zoraeus. Sounds familiar. Let me check what we have on file.
By all means, take your
Check
time.
what we have on file. Oh my god.
The Stephen comes back, and you see there's a hefty stack of
Corporate hell.
of paperwork that's filled and filed. They also need papers. Guest passes.
I am unsure of what the question is right now.
The demon is pointing to Ellie and Willow. Guest passes for the two of them.
Guest passes.
All
Yes,
right,
please.
just fill these out. Turns and hands Willow and Ellie. It's like 10 forms.
Oh god.
They're each only a page, but there are 10 of them. Journey, they actually hand you only 2 forms.
Are each of them multiple pages or?
No, 2 single page forms.
Okay.
Because this is just again a check-in because you have your paperwork on file already.
Yep. Okay. I will lead my companions over to, a table where we can sign our stuff.
Yep.
If they don't, they're probably ink pens that are chained to the desks.
Yeah.
Though I will use my own ink pen. I will read through the contract, through the forms, and sign them with my official courtly title and put a little ink on my signet ring and stamp it.
All right. Everyone fills out their paperwork?
We fill out our paperwork, I
Assuming
guess.
there's nothing, trap-y in them. I'm used to this, but I'm
Roll
still
an
making sure.
investigation check. Everyone can roll intelligence checks.
Yeah,
Or investigation,
oh, God,
whichever
that's
is
not gonna go well. Well, no, that's not my
Natural
worst.
20.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah. Well, let's draw a card. Okay, not a major.
Ouch.
I've got a 15.
15.
Ellie's got a 6.
All right.
He's still a little shaken up. He's not reading quite right.
That's how it be sometimes. Willow, you understand every word in all of these 10 forms, and it's
my-
Which is
honestly
pretty incredible since you've never had a
astonishing.
day of law school.
Yeah.
Eh.
Fucking
There
hell.
is nothing entrapping about these forms in particular. They leave open, they make sure that they clarify that should any sort of contracts that you make in hell proper seem to contradict any of the edicts within these papers, the contracts in hell proper, based upon rank of the demon who issued the contract, takes precedence. So, like, there's nothing specifically in these forms, but they leave loopholes for you still to be fucked with.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
Ellie's just flipping through. He's like, why do they need to know my cousin's date of death? That's all Ellie. He's just flipping through and complaining.
Yeah, when you return to the desk, the demon issues an official travel pass for Journey, marked with the seal of Vinea, and Ellie and Willow, you both receive temporary hell travel visas.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Then you can wait for the train to arrive. There
Holy
is
shit.
actually on the platform there are a couple, and I really do mean there's only 2 in this they're in like a rolling cart, like a book cart that they have in libraries, but only one of these train schedules fits on either of the shelves. They're that big.
Oh my
Good.
god.
These huge train schedules that are incredibly thick. So many pages in these.
On the road to hell, there was a railroad line.
And this is the tram schedule. There is no signage. There is nothing that tells you what direction is what, where the train is going, where the tram is going. The tram is not right there when you get there. There are lines of people. It is sort of lined up like, in Disney rides where they do put you in lines of like a certain number that'll fit in a row. They do kind of do that where people line up beside where each car will be. So it's not like everyone's lining up like in front of a bus or something. It's like people are lining up where the train cars are going to stop.
Do I know how this train system operates?
Roll a history check.
Cool. Basically, I'm trying to tell, is there any specific thing I need to... it's not so great. 13. I'm trying to figure out,
13.
is there anything specific I need to know about where we sit on the train or which train we get?
That there is only one line, and that's the red line. They still call
Gotcha.
it, for some reason, the red line rather than just Hell Tram line, because it's more fun that way. You also know that the train only runs, quote unquote, one way because of the weird layout of hell and its sort of nebulous relationship with space. There's not going to be a train heading sort of in the other direction. The train goes in a circle, and it only goes in that one quote-unquote circle.
Yep.
That's what you know about the tram. I keep saying train. I do mean tram because I'm imagining them, and I'm going to describe them if it ever gets there.
Yep.
Like the
Cool.
San Francisco cable cars, but
Oh, lovely.
oh yeah, but like connected like a train.
So while we wait for the tram to arrive, I'm gonna start looking around for security guards or people who are posted there to watch the boundary, the border, etc.
Make a perception check.
That's not bad. 18.
You actually would have seen a couple of folks, not actually on this side of the paperwork train, but people who were sort of the folks who were helping people get organized into line seem to also be kind of watching out on the border. I'll let you go back and talk to them if you want, though.
Yeah, that is my plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask them politely, good evening. I am curious. We encountered an individual exiting the hellmouth on the other side, and this was somewhat of a surprise. Were there any exits in a short span of time before we entered?
They look at one of the folks at the desk. Hey, any exits? Oh, right. Oh, yeah. There was someone, a little while ago. Gray skin.
That's the one.
No horns. Gray skin, no horns.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Here on legitimate business.
Yeah. Had papers.
Very-
Or at least
very
had them on the way
well.
out. Didn't
Thank
come in
you
this way.
very much. I appreciate your taking the time to speak to me.
Well, yeah.
And then Journey will cease his questioning.
All right.
At least for this time. Perhaps he can find out more later.
Perhaps.
Journey will then inform his companions that it seems like Nalim had paperwork. Where they got it, I'm not certain, but the paperwork was there. And they didn't appear to be actively fleeing guards of some sort. That is not incredibly unexpected.
Yeah.
How does Hell usually generally feel about necromancy? If Nalim seems to be a necromancer of sorts, which
Well,
I've dabbled in that.
necromancy is... How do I say it? It depends on who you talk to. The main business of Hell when it comes to interacting with mortals is that of collecting souls. Necromancy deals with either animating the body or returning the soul to the body back on Chthon. Now, they take a very dim view of people trying to attain the souls that are working for Hell at the time. But they are perfectly willing to help others revive souls that have passed away through other means. Some more original thinkers, or some who tend to think of it as something akin to the undying nature of fairy, which they don't like, but most demons see it as different enough to be okay with it in most circumstances. they really don't care one way or another unless it interacts with them. They don't always like it, depending on what kind of necromancy it is, but yeah. I hope that is sufficient.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, where's my card? There it is.
Oh, Nemo, what do our hell fast passes look like?
What do they look like?
Yeah, what do our little hell passes look like? I'm curious.
They have your name inscribed into it. They're like... They are actually made of thick plastic.
Oh my god.
Plastic is not a thing on Chthon.
Oh my god!
They are made of thick plastic. Your names are like engraved into them.
Oh, wait,
Like
wait, here's the
laser
thing.
engraved into them. In addition, there is the symbol of... There is Journey's personal seal.
Ooh.
And larger to the side, the seal of Vinea.
Also, in Infernal...
There's also a big... Sorry. Almost there. We'll get there.
Cool.
Oh, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, in Infernal, written on them, it says something along the lines of permission to board the red line and a pass for the road of good intentions.
It does. It does say that. It says that, yeah. It says that in the Abyssal script. On the back.
Oh, fuck, Abyssal.
I just think the word Abyssal is cool.
Cool. I mean... ages ago, when choosing languages, I chose Infernal because demons, but they're basically the same thing anyway.
There's no difference. They're the same thing. On Chthon, it's the same.
Noted.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is this strange material?
Yeah.
It also has it has in common temp written on it.
God bless.
Good. Does it have like a punch card or like is this a swipe?
There doesn't seem to be any sort of punch card or swipe. I mean, not that you would know what a swipe card would look like.
Stamps.
Journey, yours is like yours is also this thick plastic. But yours is like the gold. Yours is like the silver edition.
Oh my god.
You're an upgraded flyer.
Yeah.
It's your frequent flyer card to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going in on and off for something like 4 years.
Yeah. Anything you would like to talk about before the tram gets here?
One of those forms was probably an accounting of our weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Willow would know that. And it was.
Probably not.
It took Ellie the longest to fill out that page.
Ellie checking a
Maybe I
boot.
picked up
Checking
enough
another
about,
boot.
like legalese.
Yeah, Ellie's like, oh
from
shit, there's
our-
another
our-
dagger in this one.
You know
And
what?
he has to like start over.
Because of that natural 20, for shits and giggles, you get an extra +1 to intelligence rolls until you leave hell.
Me?
Yeah, Willow gets an extra +1 to
Nice.
intelligence rolls
I
until
picked
she leaves hell.
up- I picked up enough legalese from that PowerPoint about money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's really good.
Never underestimate PowerPoints.
Never underestimate Journey's PowerPoints, apparently.
Now I want to see Journey's PowerPoint.
We do a PowerPoint night. But it's with our D&D character. It's as our D&D character.
So
Oh,
we
God.
will wait until the Hell train arrives.
Yes.
Yeah, eventually the tram arrives. It's got a whole bunch of cars. It really does look like a San Francisco cable car, like a whole bunch of them strung together by these bands of iron chains. Yeah, you get inside the tram car. You see there's some seats, there's the straps to hold on to, everything. The seats are this like charcoal gray, but the sort of bumpy leather straps to hold on are a deep maroon red. It's a very thematic inside of a Hell cable car. Yeah, and you are on this cable car. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, it's the fucking
Yeah.
night bus.
Yeah!
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, shit.
Dex save.
Yep.
I
That's
got a 9.
that's an 8.
Hold on. I need to check. I think I have...
This
it's
is just
also a 9.
No,
three
2
of
9s and an
you
8. This is amazing.
collide into a short human woman. B,
Oh, shit.
will you describe your character?
Yay!
Yeah. My character is actually a very tall human.
Oh, sorry.
woman.
I don't remember things.
That's
Tall party
okay. You were
continues.
just thinking how
Tall
you want to be tall, but you're short, so you were projecting that onto my character.
Yeah. That's what I was doing exactly.
Yeah, so this tall middle-aged woman is sitting on one of the benches in kind of what looks like a cramped, precarious position. She has a lot of paperwork kind of stacked like on her knee, and she's working on some as she rides. And I think she kind of stands out not only against the decor of the tram, but also in Hell in general, because she's wearing pastels. Like wide-legged pastel slacks and like an emerald green blazer with shoulder pads. For human people reference, I'm thinking like 80s school teacher like shoulder pads.
Fucking
You know.
iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, she has dark graying hair. She's wearing little reading glasses. And as you fall into her, she makes a squeak, but also like fully like leans over your body to continue working on her paperwork as you fall across her lap.
Oh my god.
1,000 apologies.
We all.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, you're not from around here.
No.
Not this particular station, no.
No?
No, it's just you don't often see humanoids on the, well, first of all, on the red line, second of all, in this. She looks out the window and, like, withers, you know, this place.
Mhm. Yes, I suppose it is a somewhat unusual occurrence, but
It helps if you hold on to the, she points up to the to the leather straps.
yeah.
Not to
Willow
be-
can actually reach the straps that hang down from the top of the car because she's not 5'0".
When I sit down on the bus, my feet don't touch the floor.
Maybe,
Whenever
right?
I'm in an overcrowded like subway and there's no seats and the poles are full and I have to reach the things up top, I can't, so I just have to hold on to another person.
Oh no.
But
Can't
Willow is
relate.
tall.
I can reach the pole. I don't even need to hold on to the dangly strap thing.
Rude.
Jeez.
Depending on the height, I can sometimes reach the straps.
Anyways, innuendo aside, you knocked down some of Marion's papers, and now she's like kind of trying to pick them up without losing her place in the form that she's filling out.
Oh no.
Can
like
Journey
one
see
hand,
what
like-
she's working on?
Do you want to make a check?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
make a
Oh yeah,
perception.
Journey is
Make a
incredibly
perception check.
intrusive.
Oh my
Bella's
god.
gonna help pick them up.
Ellie's just gonna stand there.
Willow, you can also make a perception check.
Cool.
Fuck yeah, 19.
Oh.
18.
All right.
Yeah. The top of Nemo, do you want to do it or? We both know.
Yeah. You see some forms. From what you can tell, they have to do with marriage licenses, proof of residency. They seem to be. They don't seem to be. Actually, they would be pretty extraordinary to see because you don't often see marriage registries being filled out in hell.
Ritualization of a
Yeah.
non-beholden mortal human.
Hmm.
It's also like a 7-inch stack. Sorry, I had to convert that from centimeters into inches. You're Americans because all of Nemo's friends are. Yeah, so it's like a huge stack of papers.
I mean, we know what centimeters are and how big they are. If you want to use
Yeah.
centimeters, that
I don't, and I will
Speak for
refuse
yourself,
to use them.
Anyways, yeah, so she has her immigration and naturalization and marriage license papers out. And she actually motions to you, Journey, to move your foot because you are stepping on one of her
he will.
marriage license, like Appendix D.
Yeah, it's like the double out of the triplicate form.
Yeah,
Oh my
but
god.
now it has a footprint on it.
He'll pick it up and
She
hand
like
it to you.
huffs.
Well,
Where have you been? This is, and she like brushes at the paper. And she's like, "Have you been
most recently in
blood?"
combat.
In a forest.
Yeah. She looks up at you and she says, "Well, thank
And a
you for
museum.
keeping simple citizens like myself safe."
I can hear the sarcasm dripping off of that, right?
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah.
I assure you, sir, I am being perfectly sincere.
Well, that's excellent.
Do you live here? I mean,
Not here. No, God, no. I live a few kingdoms away.
but how?
This is the bi-monthly run. I have to file some papers, as you can see.
Yeah, what's the landscape look like outside the trolley?
You are approaching. You see sort of in the distance a lot of like lights, like city lights. And it looks like you're approaching a metropolis. Outside of the metropolis, like this outside land is very flat. With like a few big rocks, a few big red rocks, until you get into until you see this sort of city area. That's what you're approaching.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a history check to see if you know which kingdom this is.
Excellent. Natural 20 for a total of 24.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
I know all about all the kingdoms of hell.
I don't, so you'll have to bear with me.
Oh, no,
that
that's
was
fine.
a major.
That's totally fine.
You can add another D10 of temporary hit points.
Cool. I'll roll that now, shall I?
Marion fucking
Yeah.
decks you.
I have an additional 5 temp HP.
All right.
Nemo, can I peek at their like cards? Would they have them, like, would they be holding them, or do they have fantasy wallets?
Fantasy wallets.
You can.
My character is trying though. Like I will make.
Do
a
they
check
come
if you
with
want.
lanyards?
They do not. If you
Darn
lose
it.
them, you're screwed. They don't even offer to like punch the lanyard thing for them.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Journey might have like his own hole punch and a pre-existing lanyard.
Roll
because
a
he's
luck
done this
check.
so many times.
Roll a luck check.
Cool.
What happens if you punch a hole in your ticket though?
Depends on where you punch it.
The die is 14.
You do. That wasn't a hard luck
Cool.
check because you've done this so many times.
Cool. I realized I probably should have thought to get some for my companions.
Mm.
Willow's probably got hers in like some sort of safe pocket in her bag or something.
Ellie's is tucked into his waistband.
So mine is visible, but the others aren't.
Ellie's is probably half visible.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Oh,
kingdoms, though, you know that you are approaching the kingdom of Baal.
Ah.
Um,
Oh, so we've got a ways to go.
Wait,
Potentially.
B-A-A-L?
Bael.
Okay. So not where I live. I live in Baal.
No, don't you live in... I thought you lived in Asmodeus. I thought that's what we decided. Because Baal is where the paperwork has to be found out.
The character, I lived in Baal. And then I chose Asmodeus because he's the sexy one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Baal is where
actually
you're going...
Is it Asmodai or actually Asmodeus? Because
I think it's...
I'm
Asmodai.
looking at all these.
It's
Yeah.
Asmodai.
Cool. I've got a list of names which I think are accurate, but I'll be changing each time when I discover they're wrong or not.
All good. People can't agree on what to call demons, and they don't care.
Well, not usually.
I'm a Jew, so I'm allowed to say it however the hell I want. I have like 6 rabbis backing me up, whichever pronunciation I choose. I'm good.
Quality.
So it's... So you would live in the kingdom of Asmodai.
Yes.
You just have to
so
fill in your
very-
paperwork in the kingdom of Baal.
So the human woman, I guess you kind of notice her snooping on your passes. And then
Oh, what did you roll for your
turns-
perception check?
Oh, I rolled a 12, and then that was plus 2, so that was a 14. But I assumed because you told me that I didn't need to roll it.
Mm-hmm. You saw that they had passes. You probably couldn't. Yeah.
Could I see his special silver pass?
You do notice that it's a different pass.
Okay. I extend my hand. I finally cap my pen. I have the only ballpoint pen in Fantasy Chthon land.
God bless. Yes.
Yeah. It's one of those black, like, heavy plastic ones, but with, like, the fake gold, you know, like the hangy thingy that you
Oh,
can use
beautiful.
to clip it to the, yeah. She has a pocket guard.
Fucking
Oh
iconic.
my god.
Anyways, she holds out her hand and says, Marian Zotowski.
I'm writing that down. Hold on. How's that last name spelled?
Please.
Actually, I think she's going to tell you. Marian Zotowski, that's Z-L-O-W.
Z-O-L.
S-K-I for the players. She only says the Z-L-O-W because she's a snob and wants you to figure out how to spell ski by yourself.
God.
She's holding her hand out.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm writing that down. Give me a moment. Journey.
Isn't there a
will-
T in there?
Hmm?
Or did I just not hear it?
A D
A T.
in Złotowski?
I
Yeah,
can't.
but-
I just didn't.
Yeah, but she's saying the ZL because that makes zwa, and then
Could you type that in
and
chat?
the W because it makes the v. Like she's
Okay.
not spelling out her name.
thank you
she's
so
saying-
much.
There we go. That
Okay.
helps greatly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
We're
now,
all just fools.
Twitch listeners, listen to
Thank
the
you.
next 30 minutes of
My
Yeah, that could've
brain
taken a
kept
little bit.
switching the O and the L.
Thank you so
Like, I
much.
kept thinking I was hearing OL instead of LO.
Zolotov's
Yeah.
different.
So
not the
Journey will extend his hand the same and say, I go by Journey.
no
It's a
last
pleasure to
name.
make your acquaintance.
I'll make it later. I'm not gonna eat right now.
Sorry, what was that?
No last
You
name.
don't have to bring it up.
No, actually.
Because
My people don't super... Well,
later.
I have a family name. It's Oriax.
I don't mind. I can make it.
She
Not
nods.
Oriax. I'm so
sorry.
sorry. God damn it. This is Arak messing up. My family name is Obsidio.
She kind of
I'm
actually
so
makes a
sorry.
face.
I am
but
so
nods
sorry.
a little. That's fine. As if she's committing that to memory, and she's still holding onto your hand, but she's looking now at your past, and she says, "Say, you wouldn't happen to be one of those she snaps her fingers. You know, the guard soldier guys go around in the top side trying to protect the interests of the
Well,
land and money.
well, Journey slowly begins extracting his hand. I am actually heading for my induction into the Order of Desolation. Soldiers, guards is perhaps a little bit of a misnomer. There's very little guarding that gets done. It's more of a improvisation.
Right, because that's not misleading or confusing at all. She's staring at you very intently. And then she says, "You wouldn't happen to need any paperwork done, would you?"
Businesswoman.
Not to my certain knowledge. Were you
Well.
offering services?
She leans back and she folds over the top of her file. You know those leather file things that you put in the poopers and
Oh,
clip.
I'm in love.
And she says, "Listen, I'm on my way to the kingdom of Bine to file these, but I'm going to need witnesses. And if I'm not mistaken, and I almost never am, one of you fellows is as good as a notary. So if you would be willing to help me complete these papers, not that I don't love it, but sometimes, you know, the fun parts are over by the time you get in line, and then what? You have to wait. You don't even have any more forms to fill out. You can't do a crossword. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Do you enjoy crosswords? Doesn't matter. What I was thinking was that if you had any paperwork to do, I could co-sign, witness, notarize that, and then you could witness mine, and we could both be out of here in time for tea."
I don't think this is Arak. I don't think Journey has any paperwork on him.
He doesn't. You don't have paperwork
wants-
on you. And you know
Yeah.
that you don't need to be in the Kingdom of Vale. You need to be in the Kingdom of Vanea.
Yeah.
Well, that's where she's going.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's where
Yeah.
Marion's going.
Yeah.
You're going to Vale. Did
No,
we-
I'm going to May.
Oh,
Here we
goodness.
go.
We're in Vale.
I'm sorry. This has been a mistake on my part. You got on the train a couple of stops before them. You are
Yeah.
going to...
I'm going a couple of stops after them. right?
No, you're going to the Kingdom of Bale, which is the first stop. After the entrance station.
Oh, so they're going past me.
They're
I thought
going
I was
past
going to the
you.
kingdom of Vinaya, the king.
No, I'm sorry if I made that confusing. There's too many of them.
I'm also just not good at remembering place names. I'm getting off the train though.
Well, I should certainly be happy to So how close are we to the kingdom right now? Like, how long would it be until we got there?
Couple minutes.
Bail. Would that be enough time for me to serve, as a witness? Or is there too much paperwork for that?
Hmm.
Can I just say that like this is something that Marion does a lot and she's really good at it, so she probably is like fast.
Hmm.
It's a lot of paperwork, but like not for her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna roll a d20, and you're gonna roll a dexterity check, and we're gonna make it a contest.
Well, so here's the thing. My
no.
question isn't under Journey's getting started now and wants to know whether he'll have to stop for something. It's Journey is wondering whether to bother. Right? That's the circumstance of the question.
Hmm.
So I'll still do this.
Can I can
as
roll
like an
persuasion.
understanding
Yeah.
of his own capabilities. Like, I might be able to get this done, yeah, or probably not. I know how fast I am.
Let's go with Marion's gonna roll persuasion. Arik, you're gonna just roll dexterity, and I won't roll anything.
Cool. Saving throw or straight dexterity?
Straight dex.
Doesn't matter. I keep asking that question. It's the same thing.
I got a 12 on persuasion.
I've got a 14 dex.
You don't think you can 100% get it done before you get off before the train stops.
Okay. All the things don't have to be done by the same person, right? It can be like this person does this form,
was about to
another
say.
person does another one.
Well,
we
Ellie
assisted.
and yeah. So Journey would act as notary, and then Ellie and Willow would be witnesses. So it's slightly different. It's slightly different roles. The witnesses, you don't actually have to do anything. I think Journey, you just have to put your seal on some of the co-signed papers.
So what is it you're doing? Why do you need to fill out all these paperworks?
Oh, immigration and naturalization. It's been almost 10 years now, but every other month we have to file again for, well, first of all, the marriage certificate, then the division of the assets, then my immigration and naturalization.
Well, very well. We are going somewhat further than you. I'll be able to get as much done as I can. If there's anything more, I'm afraid you'll have to be on your own, because I have business I need to attend to.
She laughs a little bit and she says, "Oh, you're never on your own in hell."
Journey does not laugh and begins signing.
All right.
Oh my god.
You get a good 2/3 of the way through the paperwork before the train pulls in.
Can I roll to pull out a handbag of train snacks to offer?
Yes.
Quality of the snacks. My demon wife packed me a snack bag.
Oh my god.
Oh, listen, I rolled a 17, and I'm going
snacks.
to dictate
Good snack.
that I'm going to do plus charisma, because that's the stat for how much I love my wife.
Oh my god.
So that's 19 for train snacks.
Good snacks.
They're good snacks.
These are some
Some good snacks. Tell us what the snacks are.
Well, the demon Andrialthus, which you all know is Marion's wife from the paperwork that you're co-signing, is the demon of well, it has various forms, mostly peacock-like, but also really digs astrology. So I'm thinking that there's like some star-shaped little like shortbread cookies, and some crackers with cream cheese, like moon milk.
Oh my
Um,
god.
and some like really dark, almost black grapes. And I think also, what's the hell equivalent of a Tupperware? DM.
There's a Tupperware.
They have
There's a
plastic.
Tupperware full. There's a Tupperware full of honeydew, melon, and cantaloupe pieces with little toothpicks.
My
Oh my god.
god. Full ass buffet. That's so
These are
Journey will
very
have
good
some crackers.
snacks.
Thank you,
Thank you for these. I'm Willow, by the way. Nice to
Marion.
meet you.
Ellie has a piece of melon. He goes, Ellie.
You look vaguely Feyborn, but I don't think I've met any who would accept snacks from strangers.
Well, very good snacks.
Oh, absolutely, and they're perfectly safe, but if there's a rolling motion with her hand, like give me the hot goss.
Well, I'm not from a place where I usually have to worry about contaminated snacks. Generally.
She nods. She's still looking at you.
Um,
She's gonna stare at you until
You
you give
are
her information.
arriving at the. You are at the station. The train
Good day.
is.
wow.
I'm not saying that
as
anyone has to stop, but the train is at the station. It waits there for a little bit for people to board.
Is there a little like metro voice going ding 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 station Valdemar? No. Okay.
They make it hard
well,
on
as-
purpose. They make it difficult.
Are you
Because
are
they're
you-
assholes.
Are you implying that disembodied train voice from the 70s is not demonic?
I mean,
You've
it
been to Montreal,
is.
you heard.
Okay, but like if they had one, it would be really garbled and you wouldn't be able to tell
So
I
it'd be
will
like
say
New
what
York.
it
what it
is.
says.
Every time I've been on the Long Island Railroad, I have not understood the name of a single stop.
That's
for
the
maybe
MTA,
Woodstock.
baby. That's the MTA.
City, Lollapalooza. It's weird names. Anyways, so as the train is nearing the station, Marion says, "Say, if you're not in a hurry, can I get you lunch? I know a great place near the train station, and I really do appreciate what you're doing."
You gave us wonderful snacks in exchange.
She nods.
So here's
I-
the part where Arek is in conflict with Journey because Arek understands we have a guest star. Journey wants to get away from this person and has business immediately. So
Yeah.
Well, I think that I can figure.
Lunch.
I think that I can figure something out.
But also, like Journey, you would know because you're dealing with hell that like having a skilled bureaucrat on your side can be like super useful for stuff like getting initiated into orders, like in terms of like not only filling out paperwork but just navigating the bureaucracy and navigating the like physical buildings that you have to go through.
Marion,
Not that
Ellie,
I'm trying to infiltrate your party, but by the way, Claude, I can't stop staring at the drawing you made of Marion.
Oh,
It's so
yay! Is it accurate-ish?
It is so accurate.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Marion, make a perception check.
Me?
Yep, make a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, that's an 18 plus 2. That's a dirty 20.
Woo!
There is something going on your way to the 69th Circuit Court District. You see it as you step
Nice.
right off the train. Thank you.
Sorry.
No.
Continue.
No, that's why I did it.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a commotion. It's not right next to the train station. It's a few districts down. The train station is kind of in the middle of the court districts. But you can see it's on the path that you take. You see
Yeah.
quite a commotion.
Can I like see? Can I make out what the commotion is?
You actually do see. With that roll, you see. Let me look at demons for a moment. Why can't I read? Would like to be able to read. You see the demon Lerage, a Marquis of Hell, who looks like a handsome archer in a green leather robe with a bow on their back and a quiver of arrows at their hip, and they have their hands, and their bow is actually over their head, and they are shouting, and they are at the head of this ruckus.
Oh dear.
And you know that Lerage is currently within the Kingdom of Baal, working through trying to gain power.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So Marion's eyes immediately narrow, and I think she kind of like almost takes a half step back into the trolley. And she takes a glance back.
At this point, Ellie and Willow are trying to convince Journey to let us go to lunch with this woman.
Roll persuasion checks. Somebody can roll persuasion with help.
Well, I don't know if Willow's doing this, but I know that Ellie's trying to do this.
I think Willow is trying to follow Journey's lead.
Okay.
Okay. So then it's just Ellie who wants to go to lunch.
So roll persuasion with disadvantage because both of them are.
Split the party purely in order to go to lunch with a stranger. Risk
5, but because I have a -1 on charisma, it's 4.
No, but I don't think anyone wants to go to lunch. Ellie, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I mean, Journey's going to be like, did you hear the questions she was asking Willow? This is a bad idea.
She seemed very sort of intrigued by that.
And at some point, I imagine we see the ruckus.
You do see the ruckus.
Well, shite. I have no idea how to proceed.
Yeah, is Journey aware?
Can I maybe roll some kind of charisma to like exude a kind of I want to say like an instructorly charm that's kind of like you kind of want to know what's going on with me. Kind of like, like when you're on the bus and you see a lesbian and you're like, yeah.
Roll. Okay, so I want you to make 2 rolls. The first roll is charisma against me, and the second roll is charisma against the party.
Okay. So do you roll first or do I?
Oh, no, you roll, but you add your personal bonus, not Marion's.
Oh, like my bonus?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, well, listen, I have a +6 to charisma roll, so this is going to be fantastic. So that's 16 plus 6 for my personal.
Holy mother of God.
I can't do math, but I'm very charming.
22.
Well, I guess I have to let you do it.
22 is a great number, you got to admit.
I do. It's a really good number.
It's the best. Okay. So
Maybe not the best.
It's a good number, though.
Okay, name one number better than 22.
13.
23.
Untrue.
7.
You're wrong.
Nine.
Close runner-up.
420.
Okay, so that's 16 charisma for Marion.
Okay. Marion exudes a teacherly aura of maybe you want to know what the hell's going on.
Is there some?
There's
what's-
also
Okay.
actually Journey make a history check.
Absolutely, I love those.
Yeah.
They're my
I was
favorite
hoping
rolls
you
to
would-
make.
I know.
I feel
Fuck
like
yeah, 17.
Journey, you these kinds of actions in hell are not too common, but they almost always are because or for the same reason. This is almost certainly being instigated by someone who is trying to make a play for one of the higher positions of power, possibly even the throne of one of the kings of hell. So you know
the
that
hubbub,
this,
not the invitation to lunch.
not the invitation to lunch.
Yeah.
Usually invitations to lunch actually do happen kind of frequently in hell. Even if it's just because they really like receipts and bills.
Yep.
I love corporate hell.
Journey will, at this point, go, well, I hope neither of you mind, but I do want to get a closer look at that. And he points towards the ruckus.
are we going to get
And kind of as you're saying that, Marion, you kind of like step back when she saw the ruckus, is leaving the train, and she throws you a little salute and a wink and says, well, listen, if you ever need anything, you can ring up the Marquis Andrialphus and ask for me. I'll be home by then.
Wait, what?
And walks out.
And that, with you all at the train and Marion leaving, is where we will take a break.
Oh boy. Okay.
But wait, what was the name?
Oh, I'll write it down for you.
Thank you.
Okay, you got it.
I'm going
You
to
can put
go
it in
grab
Chthon talk.
dinner.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
meet back
that's
up 7:50.
7:50. Okay.
All right.
I was gonna go get dinner, but I haven't finished the meal I got before this.
Oh,
So I'll just
no.
eat that.
Dinner too.
Dinner
Double
to
dinner.
Electric Boogaloo.
Marquis.
Andreal.
And so what was the sentence as well? Because I only heard part of it.
Oh, she said, wait, what did she say? I was so deep in character.
Reading through the lore in the Gods and Legends document, and I feel like I should have read this before.
Me too.
All those
That's
questions I had
okay.
earlier about fairy and hell are all in here, and they're not
Oh.
making me any less nervous.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, Willow's not just Feyborn; she's also like nobility-ish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I still have that fucking Major Arcana card
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
hanging over me. So I'm nervous, and Willow's nervous.
Don't worry, Journey has a major arcana hanging over him right now, too. You're not
Okay.
alone.
So yeah, that extra bit of information is helpful. But to clarify, that's a different. No, it's not. It's the same. Okay, cool. I just gotta change it.
God, I'm drawing Marion's shoulder pads, and I just realized how much she looks like. How much she looks like Mallory Archer. It's not on purpose, I swear. I'm so sorry.
Welcome back, Twitch. Didn't
Hi.
get a quite a proper welcome back, but we're back. Clearly.
Hello, Twitch.
Did
How are you?
Twitch get that, or am I safe?
Twitch got
Oh, no,
that.
I
We've
think
been
Twitch
on
got
for a hot second.
Oh.
It just occurred to me how extremely out of place we must look.
Well,
Especially, well,
I think
You
the
know,
most
little.
out of place thing is that you're alive.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the
But I'm
most
just,
out
like,
of
all the-
place.
I don't know.
But even that isn't like unseen because people do go to hell to sign contracts all the time.
Yeah.
No, like it's unusual, but not like what in the world is that alien?
The fact
Well,
that
so, like,
three
Willow
of
was
you are
very
traveling
foresty.
together
I don't know. It
is
just
kind of odd.
yeah.
I think a lot of like what Marion is doing is that she's just not used to seeing other alive people in hell.
Yeah.
valid.
She just wants friends.
So, where we left off,
Mm-hmm. Marion has just stepped off the train.
Yep.
Journey has said that he wants to
He has
check
wedge
out
heels.
the ruckus that is going on.
yeah,
And that's where we are.
I once had a conversation with you about how ill riggers fit into the command structure of hell, but I don't think I wrote it down anywhere.
I think I did.
It
Illrigger.
doesn't matter. We don't
Yeah,
have to
okay.
go through that now. Oh wait, do you have it right there?
Yeah,
Like in front of
it's
you?
in the hell
Oh.
thing.
Oh, it's in. Wait, oh, cool, excellent.
Yeah. So Illriggers are essentially they're agents to the kings. They serve the greater concord of hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
not that.
Oh.
No, that bit I remember and have written down. I have it in my head. No, you know it doesn't matter.
All right.
Sorry. I'm
No
just,
worries.
I'm just grasping at weird things.
We could talk later.
I
We'll
really
figure it
didn't
out.
expect to go to hell this early in the game.
Hey.
A lot of us are just like,
Dragon's players go to hell.
All right. You are on the hell train platform in the kingdom of Baal, and there is a demon who is causing a ruckus.
Journey.
Journey,
Do you mind if we step out and take a look at that?
up to you.
Yeah, we're following your lead here, dude.
Cool. Journey will make his way towards the doors.
Okay.
All right.
It's safe, right?
Well, no,
Okay.
but I want to take a look anyway.
All right.
Fuck it. Here we go.
All right.
Willow is gripping her staff very tightly.
As you get off the train, you see there are some collapsed, like those little like pocket-sized subway maps that are really cute and like fit on like they put two Metro cards together and you stretch it out between them. There's like some of those that are at the tram stop, city maps. There is a suggested donation of 1 gold
Oh my god.
But they're just lying there.
Journey will take a map and donate 1 gold.
All right.
Cheapskate.
What was that?
Nothing.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
How close are we to Marion at this point? Because you said it was on her way.
Marion?
out.
Yeah, she's putting her stuff back in her briefcase because she kind of like you guys were still like
Working
stepping
on
on her stuff when she left the train. So she's like kind of like organizing everything, and I think she's stopped like platform
Okay.
before moving into the city. She's just like rearranging things in her briefcase. It's you know those like wicker purses.
Oh my goodness.
It's
Well,
like that.
Oh my god.
B, I need you to know how much I love this woman.
I'm
Like, I love
so
her
glad.
so much.
She's so good.
I'm so fond of her.
Yeah, so Marion is in sight, definitely.
Okay.
Can I say that she saw you get off the train and was kind of like, oh, so they're getting off at this stop, but they don't want to have lunch with me? And so now she's purposely ignoring. But you don't know that she saw you.
Oh, Journey's purposely ignoring her as well.
Oh my god, I
Um,
love
Oh my
this.
God.
There's a whole lot of intentional ignoring going on here.
I love
That's train
this.
stations.
That is train
Willow is
stations.
standing too close to Journey.
Yep.
Following
Uh,
very close, almost stepping on his heels.
Yep.
Aw.
Journey's gonna go towards the ruckus and see what's happening.
I'll hold on to the side of Willow's
Y'all are hugging.
cloak.
Y'all are just
I'm-
buddy system.
I'm holding on to her because she seems nervous.
Can we hold hands? Willow's gonna take Ellie's hand.
Okay. He's like, all right. Yeah, so they are holding hands now.
Hell
That's
yeah.
very adorable.
Holding hands
Okay.
in hell.
Holding hands in hell, dog.
I-
Just a couple of Feyborns.
My impulse is that Willow's other hand is holding the back of Journey's cloak, but A, I don't think he would let her, and B, she's gotta hold her staff somehow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be. Oh my god. In our hearts, she is.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
but holding a staff in the teeth like a dog with a stick.
So someone's making a play for power. Is that what's happening?
Yes, if you get closer, you can tell the ruckus is around the 66th Circuit Court District, which is a
Holy.
mouthful to say.
They like it that way.
And they really do. There is this humanoid-looking person who doesn't actually seem to have horns at all, but has like these doesn't seem to have any quote-unquote demonic features. Just has a pair of sharp teeth that you can see whenever they open their mouth.
Sexy.
They're wearing this long green leather robe, sleeveless leather robe.
Good.
With a quiver of arrows on their side, and a a longbow with a red string and a deep red wood, making the bow that they're holding up with one of their hands, and the other hand is up also.
Oh,
They're just
boy.
shouting at this crowd. The crowd is, right now, who seems to be with him are 3 lesser demons. Some were unranked demons. Seem fairly typically demonic. They actually have kind of short little horns. They also have like short little like a back sort of neck frill on their back. They've got these small wings. They have 4 arms. They have 6 limbs, and they have 2 tails. These smaller, lesser demons that are, I would say they're like the size of tall dwarves.
Nice.
And about 15 to 20 mortal souls. They don't look like ghosts. They don't look like zombies. They kind of look like just like washed out sort of people.
They're the people of Pleasantville.
Yes. They are... sorry, I got distracted. They're all different, all different human races, of all different mortal races and Faeborn races. You don't see any, like, true Fae. You don't see any who are, like, half true Fae. But you see folks who are, like, Chthon-bred elves, Firbolg, Genasi. Yeah. These souls seem to be gravitating towards Lerage. And they seem to be just sort of milling about. They're not quite like... They're like in it, but they're not quite caught up in the ruckus of it. Mostly it's the 3 lesser demons that are making noise and sort of gathering attention. You actually see quite a few mortal souls. A lot of them, like, they're very much head down, working on their getting from place to place, going about their business.
Does it look like Larage is the one taking power or being taken from?
There doesn't seem to be anybody who is opposing Larage. They seem to just be trying to sway more souls if folks are sort of wavering, trying to gather more souls.
Oh, I misunderstood the nature of the ruckus.
It's like
you said ruckus, I thought coup, but you meant like someone shouting at people.
Yep.
Making their case.
Yep.
Okay.
Still a ruckus, but not quite.
But you know, I heard ruckus, I heard someone with a bow and arrows. I'm like, okay.
Just holding it and yelling at people.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Deeply misunderstood that situation.
Sorry
That's
about
fine.
that.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm still confused.
I thought violent takeover was a bit unusual, but they do happen, so it's not unheard of.
Yeah, it's trying to incite violence, but it's not. It's more of... It's like disruptive violence and attention.
Yep. Okay. So if they're just in a talking mood, I'm going to go closer and basically just ask one of them who their liege lord is.
Who are you asking? Are you asking a lesser demon? Are you asking a mortal soul?
One of the 3 lesser demons that are standing there. I'm going to ask one of them who their liege lord is.
We are of Lerage.
And who was Lerage's liege lord?
Lerage of Baal. Lerage of Baal.
I've only just arrived in this district. How high does Lerage aim to go?
Talk to Lerage of Baal. Not us.
I will talk to Lerage of Baal.
You hear...
Oh boy.
Lerage is saying, there will be, when I am king when I join the kings of hell, there will be more. Oh my god, let me try to remember what the hell. Does he want anything? What in the hell?
More public pools.
What?
More public pools.
There will be more public pools. You won't have to wait for an entire year to get into the public pool. Your public pool pass will be a part of your transit pass. There will be signs on the red line.
I imagine at the mention of signs on the red line, the crowd was like cheering, and then they just go quiet. We do not want signs on our red line.
Yeah, everyone goes quiet. I will take the signs off the red line, and everyone cheers again.
In the moment of silence, I think some of you guys, maybe Journey, because he seems to be the one who's like suspicious of everyone, notices that Marion is kind of hovering on the edge of the crowd, and she's speaking into something that's glowing vaguely. And she's
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can
just
have
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Marquis Lerager, why do you think you have the requisite experience to be king?
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
I will
This is
gather
a
the
political
souls. I'm
rally,
gathering the
yes.
souls.
Yes, this is just a
This is just a
rally.
political
No,
rally.
I love it. I love it.
I will gather the souls. I'm gathering the souls. I'm gathering the souls.
Wait, that's Lerager saying that?
Yes.
Oh boy, that was very different.
Great public speaker.
Cool.
I was paraphrasing. I couldn't.
Yep. So, actually, yeah. Journey was very interested and has since become very bored. Ooh, that's pretty nice.
So cute.
Little thems.
Thems.
Well, okay.
You see one of the lesser demons shoves another lesser demon who's just passing by.
Uh-oh.
Great.
And you see Lerager's eyes glow.
Oh dear.
Let me take a look again. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And the two demons start to punch each other.
Great.
And it seems to spread soon. And it seems like the one demon... It's like you know how they do bar fights in TV, where the one guy ducks and then he accidentally hits the guy behind him.
The guy behind him.
It's like that, and you
my
see
God.
this is happening now. We're not going into combat, but for the sake of keeping things orderly, would everyone roll initiative?
Bar fight on the train station.
Natural 20, so that's a 22.
Oh my god.
Where were these rolls last time?
Oh, you know.
Natural 20, so I draw a card.
Hell
That's a
yeah.
major arcana. Let's see what happens.
Woo!
Oh, tomorrow you don't have to sleep tonight, and tomorrow you can cast Vibe Check.
What the fuck? What is vibe check?
Vibe Check is a Vibe Check is a custom cantrip by Tumblr user B Yahoo Answer, who played a cleric in my home game. Yeah, it's a very good cantrip.
Okay. What does it do?
I will show you later.
Okay.
I got myself a 14 initiative.
All right. So that's... Oh, sorry. Give me a minute. I gotta order my... Oh, that's too complicated. Give me a minute. I gotta open up things. Initiative. You know how it be.
You know how it goes.
Okay. Willow. 22.
Yep.
I should roll for all this. Okay. Journey. 14?
Mine was 14. Yep.
Ellie?
19.
Marion?
Marion's on the sidelines. I don't think she's gonna get involved. Do I still have to roll initiative?
Yes, just in case.
Okay.
Again, nobody has to get involved. This is just so that I know what's happening when.
Yep.
Well, that was a 15.
Okay.
Cool. Journey's going last. Love it.
Well, Larage and the Ruckus rolled pretty low, so the Larage and the people fighting just went. So, Willow, we begin with you. This is a little bit looser than like sort of combat rounds.
Right. Willow's gonna try to get out of the crowd and drag people with her.
Mhm.
Are you grabbing your friends, or are you grabbing random people in the crowd?
No, so I've already got Ellie's hand. I'm gonna grab Journey's hand.
Okay.
My staff is under my armpit, and just sort of try to get out.
All right. You get actually roll a strength check for me.
Okay. 15?
All right. You successfully get them about half the way out.
Okay.
If they use their movement between the three of you, you'll get fully out, but like you can't drag two people out of a crowd in one round.
Yeah.
Don't work like
Yeah.
that. All right. Anything you'd like to do before we move on to Ellie?
Nope.
Okay. Ellie.
God. I'm trying to think of what he would do. Because on the one hand, it's a brawl, and he's like, fuck yeah, sure. But then the other half of him is like, this is hell, I don't want to get in trouble.
It's also a magic brawl.
It
right?
is also a magic brawl-ish between demons and a bunch of
Dead people.
dead people. I was trying to think of a word and I couldn't. Shades. There it is.
Well, specifically, it seems to me like this was magically incited as well.
So
I don't want to risk getting caught up in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ellie takes a defensive position, and
Okay.
does use his movement to try and help get out.
Okay.
Because he feels Willow grabbing his hand.
Okay.
But he is in a defensive position in case someone tries to retaliate against him or his friends.
Sounds good. Marion. I know you're not getting involved, but just give me an update.
Sorry, I just had to unmute. Can Marion see from her position at the edge of the crowd what Laraye is doing? Sorry, Larage?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Sorry.
That
I have
sounded
a
like
really, really
confidence.
high modifier. Yeah, 19.
Larage is a demon who causes great battles and disputes. So this is just something that they kind of do. They are just using one of their hellish powers for their own political gain.
And how in the way would you say this thing is on my way to the 69th Circuit?
It's pretty in your way. You can go the long way around up into the 70s and down, but it would add quite a bit of time.
No. Marion is a consecutive woman. Okay, so Marion is going to do something not uh not probably great, but she's an executive woman. She's going to cast the cantrip Chill Touch.
I love that cantrip.
You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the Chill of the Grave. Takes 1d8 necrotic damage until the start of your next turn. The hand clings to the target. And also, if you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls. But I don't know if Larage is undead. Larage is just a demon.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the back of Larage's neck in
Okay.
an effort to shock them and distract them enough that they dispel their magic. Do you think, actually, should I make like an Arcana check to see if that'll work? Like,
I
I'm
think that
distract them,
there's
but they're
I think that you would know that it's that they kind of just set the ball rolling.
right.
They don't really have any. They cause it to start.
Right.
They
But,
have some amount of
like,
control
they're
over it,
allowed-
but it's already the will to fight is already in the 3 people who right now are involved. So it would do some form of damage control,
Okay.
but
I
not.
think-
It wouldn't cause everything to evaporate.
Right. Hmm. In that case, I think I'm gonna have to do Ray of Frost, which is a similar concept, but instead of a hand, it's a ray, and I'm just gonna point it at the 3 people who are fighting.
Okay.
Which is, let me check. She just has cold spells. Range spell attack, 1d8 cold damage. The speed of the target is reduced by 10 feet.
Is it an area of effect or is it one target?
It's an area effect, 60 feet range.
It's a 1 target.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
60 feet is how far away you can hit.
Oh, I see. Range / area is just range. Got it. Well, anyways, I figure one person in a brawl turning to ice will at least pause things. So I'm going to roll to attack. That's 16 against AC of whoever looks the most vulnerable to being suddenly frozen among the people who are fighting.
The person, the shade who was just punched in the face by one of the lesser demons turns to ice, freezes completely, and you hear an exasperated, not an annoyed, just like an exasperated groan.
Does anyone pause in their fighting?
We are not at their round yet.
Okay. That's okay.
I'll let you know shortly. Journey, it is your turn.
Journey will also use his movement to get out of the crowd.
Okay. Willow,
So we are-
Ellie, and Journey, you are entirely free of this crowd.
Good.
Well,
I'm sorry. A couple of things before we move out of all this.
cool.
Because Marion's still up in it.
Yep.
Large shouts again, and actually leaps down and just sort of like jeers in the face of one of the lesser demons who are sort of around but not involved. And just jeers in their face, and you see a little bit of anger flare up in that lesser demon. And they try to punch Large, who steps nimbly out of the way. And, ooh, let me look up what happens to people who are frozen with Ray of Frost. Can they be shattered?
Political tactic.
Oh, fuck. I feel like they can.
Well, Ray of Frost is usually low enough that it doesn't completely freeze people to ice.
Yeah, it's just cold damage.
Okay.
They're not turned to ice. They just become like covered in frost and they're slowed. But they're not like solid ice.
Ordinarily, at
Ray
any
of
rate.
frost, not.
This is a dead person, though.
I don't know if a dead person gets shattered. It's the
So the answer to your question is that there is no answer to it, so you get to choose.
Ooh, fun. I think that if it happened, hell would have a ban on ice spells, so I don't think it happens. The shade who was hit by the ray of frost is sort of kicked to the ground and just lies there.
Oh no.
A few more demons and shades get kind of pulled in as the demons who are punching just start brawling. Would anyone like to do anything before Marion?
Well, this is what's been happening. I was going to apologize to my companions for getting them involved in this.
Is this normal?
This is no. This is the complexities of hell politics are extreme. Even I don't know exactly what this guy's trying to accomplish by inciting a riot here. And I've been immersed in hell's politics for 4 years.
Yes, a riot seems like an interesting political tactic.
Yeah. I genuinely do not know what's happening.
Is there anything we can do to stop it?
I mean...
Should we even stop it? I don't really want to be super...
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I could...
politics.
If there's a messenger of Baal around, we could probably let the king know, but the chances of that are kind of unusual.
It doesn't seem worth it at that point.
And I'm going to be honest, I thought... I just wanted to see what was going on. I didn't think, A, it was going to be that simple, B, something like this would happen after we arrived. I'm gonna look around and see whether I can spot Marion.
Marion.
Yeah, so she's still hovering around the edges. Like she hung back, she didn't want to get into the crowd. And she's kind of looking super worried now about the person that she froze. Means how many people would you say now are actively fighting versus just standing around?
There are 7 actively fighting. And there's a good 20 or so, at least, that are just standing around. But people from the edges are starting to flake off, too.
Okay. Okay, out of character, I really, really want to, dive in and kind of, figure out this whole Aragic thing. and try to stop the fight because I'm a control freak and I don't like it when there's fights on public property. Because people need to commute, goddammit.
Okay, we can do that if you want, but we can like
No.
do a couple rolls and see how it goes.
Yeah, no. Marion she tried to stop it to do her civic duty, but now she can see that it's out of her hands. She is going to. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the spell in my list. It's the one, light step. It just makes you faster.
Long stride.
Long stride. Yes, thank you.
Or long strider, I think. One of those two.
Which takes a spell slot, but she doesn't care. She's an administrator.
What's Marion's
Sorry.
class, by the way?
She's a wizard.
Cool. Well,
Yes, she's a
well,
nerd.
we there's only one Lizord.
There is Liz and Ord. Yeah.
There is Liz and Ord.
She's a wizard. Anyway, she's gonna cast long stride first level spell to just kind of shimmy her way through the crowd out to the other end, out towards this. We're on the 66th. Yeah, so
Yes.
she's gonna kind of make her way towards the 67th. Where in relation to the boys would you say she is? Like, is she gonna pass them?
I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
that where did Willow, you were pulling them back towards the train station?
Just out of the crowd.
Yeah, I think you guys were still in the direction of the train station. So you do absolutely like see Marion shift her way through the crowd.
Can I roll to do one of those teacher whistles to get their attention and point towards an alley to the right of the fighting?
Yeah. You don't even have to roll. They have to roll perception
nice.
though.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. I guess I would roll to help out if I
No.
wanted to help them perceive moi.
Ooh, not bad. Synthetic 20.
8.
Ouch. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, this will be really good.
9.
Journey. You're the only one who hears.
Yep.
Oh my god. Shit.
God damn it. Okay. I hear it. I see that. Can I figure out why this alley is being pointed out to us?
Pretty as simple as a rendezvous point.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll gently guide my companions in that direction.
All right, it's easy enough to get around, and you're all in this alleyway now. How long does Longstrider last?
It's a while, like at least a minute, probably 10.
Yeah, it's 1 minute, but she's not like using it anymore.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's a sustained attention spell, but it's like 1 minute, but she's
Oh,
gonna
duration
get
is
to
1
the
hour.
1 hour? Oh,
Yep.
fast walking lesbian rights. Yeah.
Spell
worry,
of
she'll
walk
walk-
like a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Honestly, she just has big Brooklyn vibes.
Good
She's
for
the
her.
second
She
character
really
I've made
does.
for one of Nemo's. No, actually, Anme was big Queens vibes. Never mind.
Yeah.
Prince
Thank you, Anme. Very cool.
Yeah, duration 1 hour. Nice.
All right.
Um,
So,
Okay.
does this marquee often do this sort of thing?
are we in the alley now? Are you talking?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we're
are
in
in
the
the
alley.
alley now.
Oh, it's and she her hair is kind of wind blown, and she's kind of rearranging her hair. She's put her briefcase down next to her feet, and she says, "Well, more frequently nowadays. I mean, if you ask me, it's not just the marquee, but I suggest that you don't return to the train station for a while. They always get blocked up when there's a brawl.
Well, drat. That
She
was
touches
perhaps
up her lipstick.
bad choice of mine. Too interested in local politics. Well, okay.
Oh, it's not your fault for being a concerned citizen. Could
I
I
wasn't
tempt you
so
to
much
lunch once more?
Can I
Yes.
have insight on Marion?
Yeah.
Just to see, like, what's her, like, deal with, like, wanting to invite us to lunch as snacks? Because Willow is now very nervous about the, like, questions that were being asked.
Right.
That is 23.
All right. What does she get?
Yeah, on a 23, Marion is very nosy. She likes knowing things, and she likes, yeah, she doesn't care the consequences of trying to find things out. And I think you got both from on the train and from what you saw her do at the fight. She's just constantly like distracted by the promise of finding out something cool, and she doesn't really think about like what that effect might have on the person she's asking. She's
it.
very well-meaning. She's just really nosy.
Okay. Knowing that, Willow is agreeing to lunch.
Yeah, Journey will say, lunch would be nice under the condition there are no more questions with regards to Fey entities or reference to thereof.
Oh, so you don't want to know?
What?
Well, if you don't want to know, then I don't have to tell you. We can
What? I don't
we can
know.
have a panini. I've heard that they're very good.
I
You
have-
know those things. It's like a normal sandwich, but then they put it in a
I
waffle
don't know
maker.
what are you talking about?
The cheese gets all melty. I don't know if they put the lettuce in before or after, but you know, we can have a hot lettuce sandwich.
Journey
Let's just go to
is
lunch.
Journey is the most confused either the two of you have ever seen him.
Oh my god.
Good.
Oh, thank god.
Where do you take them for lunch?
I thought it was strange too, but Hell loves putting things in presses, and Hell loves making things hot.
Good.
Good.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is very cool.
I have my
Anyway,
alcohol.
she's picking up her briefcase and she says, "Now, Andrea Alphys wanted to get a panini press for our kitchen, and honestly, I don't get her obsession with kitchen appliances, but you know, whatever makes the wife happy. I was thinking that I could try one and see and report back. I'm not going to invest all the gold pieces in, you know, something that we're never going to use again. I mean, the crock pot. Sorry, did I say the crock pot? I meant the second crock pot.
Oh my god. Good.
I want you to know that
Neither- Nobody knows what a crock pot is. None of you
Ellie
know what a
is-
crock pot is.
Ellie is absolutely fascinated by this woman. Like, he's just looking
Yeah.
at her and just like, what the fuck? I love
Willow
this.
as well.
Journey is taking a deep, calming breath.
The two Feyborn are like, whoa. And Arc's just like, what the? Journey is just, what the hell is this? Oh
Okay,
my
I
God.
guess we'll go to a restaurant.
What do you have for lunch in hell?
Yeah, wait. I have to describe the
Oh.
restaurant. I'm
Oh,
the DM
no.
now.
No.
Power will not be
No,
usurped.
so we go to Trattoria. Yes, I can spell it if you like.
Please do.
Which is
Oh my
on
God.
the 66th circuit, and it has some. It's like, you know, a trattoria. It's a little bistro. It has some tables and chairs on the outside with a red and white striped awning and like sausages in the windows.
Nice.
I was gonna say you need better than a 22 to actually usurp the DM.
That's
Oh
okay.
my
I was
Fucking
coasting
God,
on
I hate
charm.
that name.
That name.
Thank
I told you
goodness.
to spell it, though. Sorry. Yeah. There you go. So you're at the Chatteria. I now return your role of DM to you.
Okay.
You can expand on the Chatteria if you like.
Yeah. What do you have? Does anyone have a panini?
Marianne.
Sure.
No.
What do you recommend?
Wait, what's her name?
Marion. Marion, what do you recommend?
And she looks at you a little bit surprised that you called her by her first name and not Ms. Wotowski. And then she says, well, when I come, I usually have the cafe latte, have a little bit of fish, maybe it's good that day. It's not a great dinner place, but often on the way back, you just have lunch for dinner. That's how it goes. I'm going to try this panini if the waiter ever gets back to me about how fresh the lettuce is and whether or not it's hot or cold in the sandwich.
There's
Journey
nothing
will
on this
order a
menu
smoothie.
there's nothing on this menu that's potentially sets your mouth on fire. And sounds like a good idea, and it's not a good idea.
How many times do I have to say I'm sorry?
It was very hot,
Marianne actually
Journey.
reaches across the table to pat your hand, and she says, "Why don't you have a chocolate malt, honey?"
All right, y'all have lunch at the Trattoria.
Marianne
It
opens
is
her sandwich,
all
and picks out
warm.
all of the hot lettuce.
Like the things that are supposed to be warm are hot, and things that are supposed to be cold are like room temperature.
Oh my God. That's
So nothing is
disgusting.
really cold, but
And so the things that are supposed to be hot are on fire.
no, the things
Charred.
that are supposed to be hot are actually at their decent temperature. They're actually okay.
How spicy are the cured meats of hell?
You can actually
Roll for spicy?
I'll roll for spicy.
Spicy check?
I'll roll a spicy check. You can get. They actually have several levels of spicy. The lowest they go is mild. They don't go completely not spicy. But they do have a range. This is a specifically good tortilla. If you ask
Is
for
it one of
mild,
those places where, like, if you ask for mild, they'll give you spicy, and if you're a white person who asks for spicy, they'll be like, ha ha ha, and then they'll destroy your entire life?
no.
I say this as
They
a brown
actually
person
like
who enjoys
being-
watching white people's lives destroyed.
You're so valid.
How spicy is the spicy? Because she had a spicy salami panini.
It's
But
pretty
she's also a
spicy.
healthy woman. It's pretty spicy? Okay. She's gonna... Yeah, so, Marion has, like, a flush in her cheeks now. She's not saying anything, and she already picked out the lettuce, so she's not gonna pick out the salami, but, it's pretty spicy.
All right. Yeah, you all have a slightly spicy, slightly warm,
Spicy hot chocolate melt. Okay, sorry.
um,
Hot chocolate malt.
Hot chocolate malt. It's just melted. Do they have bagels?
they do have bagels.
Oh my God.
Can I get a lox?
Only-
bagel? Or does the
it's
lox beyond
only
to cooked.
New York bagels.
Well, that.
No! Oh, you did that just to bait me.
I did, and it worked.
Wait. What's wrong with New York bagels?
What's happening?
That's a discussion for after we're off Twitch.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm from Montreal.
Well, Ellie
No.
has a veggie burger.
Twitch.gov has to know. I'm from Montreal. and we make bagels, as in it's a distinct type of baked good. It's boiled in honey and then cooked in a wood burning oven, and it tastes
What?
different from other breads. Like you can tell when somebody puts it in your mouth that it's a bagel. It has a different flavor and texture than other breads. It's not just a bread with a hole in the middle. And in New York, they're like, oh, New York bagels, we're so special. We have New York bagels. And it's literally just normal bread with a
It
hole
is
in the
not.
middle. Yeah,
But if you get an egg bagel or a
that's
pumpernickel.
challah.
God, egg bagel.
That's challah.
Oh shit.
Egg bagels? Okay. As someone who makes challah bread and eats
Yeah.
egg bagels, they are different.
I mean, yeah. There's
Okay,
similarities,
egg bread
but the
with a hole in
baking
it.
is
Journey will
different.
look at the map of hell and try to
Okay.
see whether, like, how far to the place where he needs to be they are.
This is unfortunately a city map of the Kingdom of Baal.
Shite.
Oops.
He's gonna go grab that gold back.
Roll sleight of hand.
I don't know if he's actually gonna go grab
Okay.
that gold back. I think this was like he has lost more money paying for something he didn't need than this.
Again.
I spent 5 gold on a single fruit.
Yeah. The only person in this campaign so far who has not lost money is Ellie.
I thought it was train map.
Sorry, I wasn't clear enough.
It's totally okay. So does Journey know how soon it will be before the next train or tram arrives?
Ooh. Roll an insight check.
Excellent.
Can Marion roll insight to try to read Journey's mind? Because she really wants to help people with the train schedule.
19.
You think that the next train will come in maybe an hour or so, but you can't get. Again, there's the big book. Honestly, what you look over at Marion and you remember her ease at being on the train. And you think if anyone has read through that whole train schedule, it might be her.
So we got out a mite sooner than needing for our journey. The lunch has been delicious, thank you very much. But I was wondering, it's been a while since I've commuted in hell. Normally I just go where I need to go. When is the next tram arriving?
Where I need to go. Okay.
Oh, he's not being any more specific than that. That is as specific as he's getting.
All right.
You know
while you're
exactly when the
slumming
train.
it with the rest of us on public transit. Normally the next train would come and she glances up 26 minutes, but due to the air quality conditions and the fact that we did arrive 2 minutes early, that'll be 90 minutes. But when I got on the train, there was a switch. So she, like, does
Train math.
train math and says 75 minutes if you're lucky. If you're not, 77.
Well, thank you very much. That is extremely helpful.
And why don't you finish notarizing my papers so that I can put the cost of this lunch?
All right.
Journey will do that.
All
Marion
right.
committing tax fraud.
You finished signing the papers? Is there anything else that you'd like to do before you part ways at the train station? Or after lunch?
Probably not.
Nemo, can I roll and this is not something that we've discussed in depth, so you can also just tell me no. But can I roll some kind of perception or some kind of no, you know what? Can I roll a Arcana check? Because I think given Marion's history and what we've discussed, she feels like something's wonky, and I think she would like to just give them some kind of surreptitious once over to figure out what makes them different from the other people who go into hell. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like out of
Actually,
character,
roll
she's
insight.
looking for so out of character she's looking for uh uh what's the term? Yeah, holy symbols. But in character, she can roll insight,
Well,
which is an 18.
Sorry, what were you saying, Ark?
well, Journey has the holy symbol on him, which is just the seal and sign of Vinea.
You see you can tell that there's like you know Feyborn shades. You've met some people who are Feyborn. And Willow is half like true Fey, which is very unusual to see in hell. You do get that. And you also notice the seal of Vinea on Journey's lanyard.
Okay. I guess I can't very well go through their bags because my sleight of hand is not that nosy. Is she? No, she's not. She's nosy, but she's also polite.
To a fault.
Okay, as she's getting up and preparing her briefcase, she kind of pauses a bit and she says, "Listen, I know you don't have any reason to take advice from a stranger, but it's not going to be easy, and things are going to..." And she looks away for a bit and she says, "Things are going to go bad pretty soon. And I get the feeling that you're the type of people who get into the middle of things like that. Please don't."
What in the world?
I know you said you didn't want to talk about it, but I just couldn't let you go without letting you know.
I genuinely
you
don't know what you're
talking
talking
about?
about. You are given permission to talk about it to explain what you mean.
She laughs out loud. And bites her lip and says, "Not here. I'm sorry. Why don't you just go about your business?"
No.
I mean, you have another, and she checks her watch. It says 20 minutes to get to the train station. I assume you're going to initiate your whatchamacallit soldier guard thing because you don't have the look of a full initiate. And then that'll take about 4 minutes, and then
Journey
if
will
you
stand
don't
up.
dawdle and you come back right away, you got on at the station, so you were at the temple of... Okay. You'll make it. I mean, I know you'll make it. You're not staying the night, but...
Journey
And she looks
is
very
standing
frustrated.
up.
Are we in danger?
Hmm?
Are we in danger?
Yes, you're in danger. Did you not...
What?
Isn't that why you came?
No.
No.
We came here because I'm to sign my oath to the Order of Desolation.
Oh. Then I should not have said anything. That's all right. You'll be fine. Don't stay the night. Go home.
Can I
Good
roll
luck on your
insight or
initiation.
something?
What?
Could you
Sorry,
say-
what did you
Say,
ask?
say that again. Didn't. Yeah.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
Like, would that get me anything?
Oh my god.
We'll see.
Okay.
What?
Oh, that's a 3.
Ah, shit.
No.
So +5, 8.
There's a lady. She's standing.
Journey is also desperately trying to figure out what's going on.
Roll insight.
So, excellent. Oh, that's not much better. That's a 13.
Okay. On a 13, I think you can tell, because she's not particularly good at hiding it, that she doesn't have all the information that she's talking about, and she thought you had more information, so she would have been like trying to like coax it out of you.
Oh my god.
Cool.
This is great.
Oh my god. What's happening?
Like, she's getting up and leaving her card on the table.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Bye?
Journey, are we in trouble?
What did we do? What did
don't-
you do?
I didn't do anything. We should be fine. I have no earthly idea what was going on, except that she thought we knew something we didn't, and was trying to get us to tell her.
I don't like that we don't know what is going on.
I'll-
This
either.
situation.
Once we get back to Vinia's kingdom, I can ask people if it's a plain wide thing. I'll be able to ask and figure out what's going on. But she was extraordinarily non-specific. God,
I
Yeah.
think we should hurry then.
yeah,
In any
Let's-
case.
we're
go
gonna
catch
power
our-
walk back to the station.
Yeah, let's go catch our tram.
You get on the tram and you begin on your way to the kingdom of Vinea. That's where we will leave you for tonight. But I want to close out on a little scene of Marion, if that's okay.
Yeah.
My girl. Okay. Are you gonna?
Oh, I was gonna ask what where does Marion go to? Give us a little bit of what Marion does after she leaves.
So Marianne pays the bill and keeps the receipt and the receipt duplicate, because the restaurant gets to keep the triplicate and the tetra. I guess it's quadruplicate because tetra only doesn't matter. And she puts them in her briefcase. She makes her way to the 69th Circuit and files her papers in record time, and actually takes a lot of pleasure in that. She really, really enjoys filing papers. And she
They're
loves
actually
that she got to do it in a
impressed.
fun-
They're
I love
impressed by the signage.
Yeah, hell yeah. She has really good train handwriting. I think she will try to mention at one of the kiosks that she filled out some of it on the train, and the handwriting is still great.
One of the people, one of the humans, oh, not humans, one of the mortal spirits at the kiosk recognizes you and does compliment your train handwriting.
Hell yeah.
Because
I'm a
I think that
regular
you say it
style.
every time that you come, and they're usually there.
Hell yeah. And then when she's leaving, she stops first at a bakery to get some hell-baked goods to bring home. And then she takes out, you didn't answer my whisper DM about this,
Sorry
but
about
she takes
that.
out
Yeah.
a Stone of Far speech.
Yes.
Okay, she's allowed to have a Stone of Far speech. and it glows a little bit as she speaks into it. And there's actually a muffled voice that goes, "Please leave a message after the beep."
God bless.
And she says, it's 2:36. Update. It's not what I thought it was. We can discuss it when I get home. We should think about, well, I guess there's really nothing to do about it. If you could ask about the Marquis and the unknown, that would be great. I'll see you at home. Love you. Bye-bye.
And that is where we will leave for tonight.
God.
Fucking what?
I want to keep going.
No! Ah, Nemo!
It's just getting good.
Yeah!
And yeah, that's where we'll be. I'll discuss with you, B, on whether or not we're gonna have Marion in next week. We'll see.
I love her.
I think that was a good place to leave off with her, but if you want to come back next week, I won't say no. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is great. Gonna say goodnight for Twitch, and then we can chit-chat. Good night,
Good night,
twitch.gov.
Good night, Twitch.